Michael Jackson.
Pop Jackson.
The playlist of my life is not all one that is interesting, nor is it anything too fancy or sophisticated. It is filled with long-term goals and dreams with dead-end signs that resemble the neon-lit marquees of old towns that get passed by because of quicker roads that hold a promise of a faster average speed. I am 21, and if I blink my grayed-over blue eyes, I would only get a glimpse of my past. But that glimpse would cradle 1,000 memories, which inevitably have made me me. My assignment is to choose 3 songs which directly relate to my own character. However, at 21, I'm not so certain I know what my character is. I know the characteristics which I hope I convey, but hoping is not exactly reality. Therefore, instead of basing my choice off my own character, I've decided to select 3 songs which could be applied more as a soundtrack role of my life. First, I have selected Carrie Underwood's The More Boys I Meet, which would be on constant repeat throughout my soundtrack, because I not only have a dog whom is without a doubt one of the most important aspects of my life, but I also have come across some of the most awful boys. Be it my own horrible sense of judgment or neglect for setting higher standards for myself, whichever reason seems more suitable, I have met a number of frogs and always come home to my prince. Mo is my prince. He is a mahogany boxer and was my birthday present when I turned 18. He was my first real responsibility. I probably would be lost in this world if I did not always have him around, because there is no other living being in this world that will love you day in and day out unconditionally. For that exact reason, I believe Mo has helped me turn into a better person and grow into being an adult, by being my responsibility but not punishing me for my mistakes. Lady Antebellum's American Honey would probably take second in the most played songs throughout the soundtrack of my life, because it is a story about a girl who grew up amongst innocence and a strong, loving family, but got caught into the traps of life and the race to being an adult. I fully plead guilty to all of the above accusations. I have always had an amazing family, filled with love, honesty, and devotion. My parents worked incredibly hard to give me everything I have ever wanted and tried their best to keep me on the right path. But when the decision came for me to leave, they let me go on my own will. I originally attended school in Miami, and after a very short-lived sense of freedom wore off, all I wanted was to be back home in the safe haven my parents had provided me with for so long. So just as the song says, trying to do everything can certainly make you want to go back to where you originally came from. Katy Perry sings a numerous amount of songs, but I feel Firework is probably most relevant to every person's life, including mine. That being said, I am not certain how often it would be heard throughout the soundtrack of my life, but I imagine it would be at some point. I am guilty of being a cynic and giving up along the way, but I do believe in trying to stay positive for as long as possible in any situation, because once the sense of positivity wears off, it is really difficult to get it back. I guess this song not so much expresses the need to stay positive and optimistic, but helps with the realization that there are always other doors. So it does in turn help me maintain a positive disposition, which is always appreciated more than a negative one. In turn, I do not believe this soundtrack is complete with just 3 songs, but I am content with these 3 being the soundtrack through the most important moments of my life. The songs I picked all express a sense of carelessness, aspiration, and youth. 3 things that I still consider to be qualities of my own life.